Hello and bienvenue to day 2 of the 11th annual JA Africa Company of the Year competition. Yesterday was insightful and well worth the time. The theme for this year's competition is innovating with grit, and we learned to innovate, not simply import, but innovate in our business solutions. Today we carry on with the much anticipated pitches. I'm ready. I'm sure you are as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate the presence of some people in our midst today. And so, first and foremost, the board members of JA Africa, also board members of JA Africa member nations, CEO of JA Worldwide, executive directors, program managers, teachers, chaperones, staff and friends of JA, and to our headline sponsors for this year's competition, FedEx and City Foundation. We are truly grateful for your support. We also appreciate our gold sponsors, Tomorrow Foundation and Project Management Institute Educational Foundation. That's PMIEF. Woo! Today is a competition day and we have 9 teams competing from Côte d'Ivoire, Eswatini, Kenya, Mauritius, Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. They will be evaluated by our esteemed panel of judges on their company reports, stage pitches, and 1-minute video commercials. The company reports and video commercials have already been scored by our judging panel, and we will be hearing the pitches of the teams really shortly. But before we get into all of that, let us meet our judges for this year's competition. Finalist award judges. Head judge for the 4th consecutive year, Camille Blair, Human Resources Team Lead, Capital One USA. Co-head judge Udeshni Galati, Digital Solutions Owner, Standard Bank, South Africa. Kola Olofimboba, MD, Managing Partner, Fairview Capital Partners, USA. William Gungadu, JA Alum, Entrepreneur, Petit Verger Metal Workshop, Mauritius. Hilda Kuraga, Managing Director, Rome Jobs, Nigeria. Roshan Ramoli, Director, Linear Arc Solutions, Mauritius. And introducing our signature award judges, FedEx Global Possibilities Award, Kelly Martin, FedEx Services Digital Marketing Advisor, USA. Annabelle Bailey, FedEx Express Communications Manager, UAE. Pam Johnson, FedEx Services Communications Advisor, Global Citizenship, USA. Abigail Anani, Assistant General Manager and Head of Sales and Marketing, IAS Ghana Limited, Licensee of Federal Express Corporation, Ghana. City Foundation Client Focus Award, Njavua Namusamba, Executive Assistant and Public Affairs Officer, City, Zambia. Also introducing branded award judges, Catherine Lind Amdison, Program Manager, Tomorrow Foundation, Switzerland. Anael Endosa, PMI Educational Foundation, Board Director, Tanzania. And now we would love to hear from our head judge who gives us her opening remarks. Let's welcome Camille Blair.
Well, welcome students to the 11th edition of JA Africa Company of the Year competition. My name is Camille Blair. I'm your head judge for this year's competition, and I'm super excited, like our other fellow judges, about all the tremendous talent that we have on the continent. Just sit back and relax and just take a deep breath as you're going to be presenting, as well as just ensure to know, just know that we are here and support. Everyone is cheering you on. And we're super excited to hear about your products. We're super excited to hear about your services and all the value that you're bringing, and also the sustainability of your products in changing the world. Thank you so much, and welcome to our 11th edition of JA Africa COY.
Thanks, Camille, for that warm welcome. Indeed, our focus is on solutions that will change the world. Beautiful one there. Now, let's invite William Gongadu, who's actually an alumnus of the JA Company program, and also Kola Olofimboba to give us a few words.
Hello, everybody. Very nice to meet you indeed. I'm from Mauritius too, like Roshan. And since my sweet 17s, I've been involved with JA. And I was part of Company of the Year program too, but I didn't make it to the final. So it's a very interesting experience to be judging competition that I was competing for some years ago. So what I do is I'm a student in management accounting at the University of Mauritius. And also, since a very young age as well, I've been into entrepreneurship with my dad as we manufacture and repair school furniture. So since a very young age, I've been in my dad's workshop trying and learning to craft small furnitures. And from time to time, I've been selling some. And now I'm doing this for real and for serious. So it's a very interesting journey to see how Jay inspired me to get into entrepreneurship, because as one of my mentors told me, he said, we should have more job creators than job seekers. So this is what we are here to do. Nice to meet you, everybody.
Good morning. My name is Kola Olofimboba. I'm looking forward to spending part of the day with you. And I have gone through many of your presentations already. I'm very impressed by, the energy, the work, the innovation that's gone into many of your processes. And so look forward to engaging. And nice to meet you all.
Thank you so much, William and Kola. It's time to zoom straight into the business. It's competition day, so let's get straight into that. We shall begin right now. Here are the competition structure and the rules. The teams present in groups. Also, each team has 5 minutes to pitch and then 7 minutes of Q&A. That's the questions and answers. Our Francophone teams have 10 minutes of questions and answers to account for translation time. There will also be a countdown clock, which will start flashing in the last minute. Judges will have the opportunity to ask questions after the pitch, free and easy. We shall begin right now with Group 1, which consists of Eswatini, Uganda, and Mauritius.
Are you one of the citizens who suffer the effects of load shedding, power cuts, and expensive electricity? Well, Hydropower Systems Pty Ltd has the solution.
Imagine a world where your water bills pay for your electricity. Well, this product is portable, and therefore we target to sell it to households with access to running water, malls and shopping complexes, large-scale farmers like the Sugar Ilovo company that can produce electricity for their own use. And the Eswatini Water Services Corporation can benefit from this innovation, as they can produce electricity to sell to the Eswatini Electricity Company.
Imagine having your own hydropower system at the corner of your own house. Our product uses in-pipe water to generate electricity.
So when we bath,
we produce electricity.
when we do laundry,
We produce electricity.
and when we wash dishes.
We produce electricity. For more information, you can contact us on our Facebook page, Vilamasango Junior Achievement.
Do you know that electricity is in limited supply in the Kingdom of Eswatini? And in the next 2 years, we are most likely to be hit by an alarming rate of load shedding. Do you know that an average household in the whole country spends about $56.25 on electricity per month? That is very huge, isn't it? Here are the good news though. That can be reduced. So the new prices will be $56.25 down to $6.40. You ask me how? Well, Hydropower Systems Pty Ltd has all the answers. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leanda Dlamini, the CEO of the company. With me on stage is my A team, the production, sales and marketing, and the financial manager. Hydropower Systems manufactures and installs smart in-pipe water turbine generators. These products use water to generate electricity. The electricity harvested can be used for lighting, listening to radios, watching TV, and for phone charging. As we all know that a majority of students are doing online learning, so having these products around can be a great benefit to them.
To manufacture our product, we use rechargeable battery, connecting wires, turbines, pipes, timber for unit box, and electric converter. We sourced most of our raw materials locally and imported our turbines at Alibaba through e-commerce. The production line has 4 stages. Stage 1, build the unit box. Stage 2, install turbines. Stage 3, mount rechargeable battery and electric converter. Lastly, which is the 4th stage, mount plugs and connect wires. We have applied the total quality management system to ensure that our product does what we intend it to do in order to give our customers the best satisfaction. Moreover, we have engaged the University of Eswatini Electrical Engineering Department for validation of our product and improvement of its efficiency. Furthermore, project management phases were observed, which are initiation, monitoring, planning, execution, and closure, which led into the success of our project. Our product lifespan is 7 years with a mandatory service done in every 12 months. To date, 6 units have been produced and handed over to marketing.
Imagine a world where your water bills pay for your electricity. Well, according to our market research through the Eswatini Water Services Corporation, there are about 51,000 households and institutions in Eswatini that have access to running water. Now, we are only targeting 1% of that figure in the next 12 months. However, we are planning on upscaling our target market by 5% in the next 2 years. Our target market being households with access to running water, malls and shopping complexes, large-scale farmers like the Shuka Ilovo Company and the Eswatini Water Services Corporation can also benefit from this innovation as they can produce electricity to sell to the Eswatini Electricity Company. We have used word of mouth and social media influencer marketing to market this innovation, and all our efforts have shown implicit positivity. Lastly, we created a Facebook page and a toll-free number to ensure that our customers have easy platforms to register their complaints. And we have a policy to respond swiftly to customers' complaints because at Hydropower Systems, the customer is our boss.
Our startup capital was $98.28 from the sale of 63 shares at $1.56 per share. We sell each product at $218.75, and our production cost per unit is $92.50. We have 2 income streams, one being the product itself and the other being the $50 we charge for servicing the product. Currently, we're able to sell 4 units, and we broke even after selling 2 units, which shows that with every dollar invested in the business was able to make a profit of $505, which stakeholders decided to reinvest into the business.
Currently, in the Kingdom of Eswatini, gender-based violence statistics stand at 48% of women reporting to have experienced some form of sexual violence in their lifetime. So as a result, on the 2nd of December 2021, we hosted an awareness campaign on gender-based violence. Our campaign was also broadcasted live on Facebook and other social media platforms.
In businesses, problems are inevitable, but what is key is how you deal with them. We face the challenge of not being able to source our turbines on local market, but because we're innovators with grids and we believe in global connectivity, through e-commerce we're able to buy our turbines online. Secondly, we face the challenge of not being able to finish our product on time, but thank you to our CEO and her negotiation skills, we're granted more time. We learned that there is a huge opportunity in doing business online, and hence we created partnership with FedEx Eswatini to deliver our products. The future of Hydropower Systems is very bright, as we signed a memorandum of understanding with Eswatini Electricity Company to mentor us further in ensuring that this groundbreaking innovation assists the governments in increasing the supply of clean energy in the kingdom and to neighboring countries, since there is high shortage of electricity, especially in Africa. And with that, JA Africa and sponsors, I thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Excellent job again, Team Eswatini. We're super excited about what we just heard. And at this time, I know NAL had his question, and right after NAL is Pam. Your question, NAL.
Yeah, thank you. So how has project management practices actually been beneficial to your product development?
Thank you so much, Judge, for the question. Likewise, to every
To every company, management is key. And to that, in my company, that was observed. And I would like my production manager to elaborate more on that.
Thank you, CEO, for the question, and you, Steph, for the question. As a team, we were able to observe all the project management phases, which are the initiation, monitoring, planning, execution, and closure, which led into the success of our project.
Okay, I think it's okay.
I'm technologically challenged, so you have to explain things to me, but how exactly does it work? I mean, the water, how does the water generate the electricity? Where is the sourcing coming from, the source of the water?
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the question. Well, it's the smart in-pipe water turbine generator uses water to generate electricity, like we said. The water passes through the pipes. There are two pipes they're connected. Then the turbine is in the middle. So when the water passes, it just hits the turbine, then the turbine spins and then electricity is generated. But in a pipeline form.
Awesome.
Two things come to my mind when I think about electricity production. Firstly, the cost compared to other ways of producing electricity. And secondly, the capacity that your product is producing. In Africa, water supply is a real struggle, but we have sun. I think heat, sunlight is not a problem at all. Have you compared the production capacity, electricity production capacity of your product with solar panels, which most people will opt for, and the cost efficiency of your product compared to other ways of producing renewable energy?
Thank you so much, Stan, for the question. I'll give that question to the sales and marketing.
Thank you, CEO, for the question. So, sir, we have definitely compared our electricity output to other forms of generating electricity. Firstly, because we don't even need that much water pressure to turn our turbines and produce electricity. This product is very safe and it's very sufficient and eco-friendly, while it also produces more electricity. We have a direct current of 12 volts and an alternating current of 230 volts, and that's enough to cook, listen to radios, watch TV, and even light on your air conditioners at home. And we've also compared our hydropower system to coil forms of producing electricity, and we've seen that this is indeed the future of the world.
Thank you very much. I'm satisfied with the answer.
Thank you. Nice presentation, hydropower system. So my question is around the adoption of the technology, and I'm curious, what do you see as the largest challenge you will face in getting this technology adopted by your customer and the target market?
Thank you so much, Sam, for the question. For now, we do not have any challenges, but I believe in the future we will have those. So I'll let my sales and marketing to again further elaborate on that.
So thank you, CEO, for the question. So say in Africa, not all countries have access to water. Like we provided you in our presentation the statistics that in Eswatini, there are only about 51,000 households with access to running water. And you can see how little, or rather, how that is manual compared to other countries. Now, considering that not all places have water, we think that water will be our challenge, but we've provided because we believe that it is rather peculiar in name to think that we have reached food production in business. So we've inserted JoJo tanks in our products, and we're going to sell them with the JoJo tanks. Thank you.
To those who do not have running water, because we believe that the innovators will reach, so definitely we'll do that.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Ilda, over to you.
Thank you so much. This has been really exciting for me because I grew up in Uganda where about maybe 80% of electricity comes from hydro. So when you're describing your product, it felt like seeing a humongous hydro dam, but slimmed down to household proportions. And I really connected with that. I think it's a brilliant idea. I think my question is around how are you thinking about payments? Because, even with the upfront cost you mentioned, it's still quite prohibitive. There's been lots of innovative ways, pay as you go solar and things like that coming up on the continent. Is this something you've considered? And if not, why not?
Well, thank you so much, ma'am, for the question. I'll give that question to the sales and marketing.
Thank you again, CEO, for the question. So, ma'am, considering our country's average income rate, people can actually afford to buy this product. It's not even that expensive compared to the current electricity cost in our country, because 3.5 that will last you somewhere around 6 years and produce you electricity that would have costed you 60,000 is very cheap, in my opinion. Thank you.
Eswatini, great job. Thank you so much again, and all the best to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Introducing to you is Team Uganda, a company who deal in the production of reusable bags that help keep girls in school as a result of a problem of period poverty, helping to solve the problem in relation to the third sustainable goals. Our products have certain features. For example, it is cost saving, it offers protection, it is durable, it is environmentally friendly, they are reasonable. A period should not end a sentence, not a girl's education. Stay clean and confident. Keep girls at school and help us donate pads. Stay free to learn. Periods don't stop for pandemic. Help us help adolescent girls. This is Tenge Company, Team Uganda. Thank you.
Hello everyone, right before his Pastor Francis holding the position of CEO in Tenge Company, Team Uganda. Our company consists of 4 members, namely Tinalwa Edward, the Marketing and Production Manager, Amaya Godwin, the Human Resource Manager, Just David, the Financing Manager, and I, the CEO. Talking about our problem in relation to the third sustainable goal, which states good health and well-being, we help to fill a gap of period poverty and a lack of menstrual facilities, such as sanitary pads, through production of reusable sanitary pads that save about 82% of the money that will have been spent on disposable pads. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, speaking to you is Just David, holding the position of Finance Manager in TJ Company, St. Henry's Coast of Team Uganda. Well, generally, TJ Company was outstanding for period dated 31st October, with our net profit going for $528.46. That's approximately to 1.8915 Ugandan shillings. Well, this went on for the 2 months of the company operation, and in our company, we obtain money through share of shoulders, shares to shareholders, with each share going for 2.841 US dollars. That's approximately to 10,000 Ugandan shillings. Well, we incur costs while implementing our businesses, like for example, pre-operation costs, transport, and very many others. Well, the profitability of our company is pretty good, since we sell each and every part of our products 3,500 Ugandan shillings, and that's approximately to 0.98 US dollars, and there's a profit of 500 Ugandan shillings.
Hey everyone, talking to Marketing and Production Manager at TNG Company. Thinking about the marketing, we have been able to launch a project called Padegal on national television, which has enabled us to sensitize people on how to use our product, which has enabled us to inform people how effective and durable. On the other hand, I would like to compare it to the disposable sanitary pad and the new invented reusable sanitary pad by pouring this colored solution in order to see how durable our sanitary pad is. As usual, this one water cannot pass through, and ours we are also very sure it can't. As you can see, it has a very good absorption rate in that water cannot pass through, which leaves our customer very comfortable. And I would like to take you through the layers that enable the absorption and penetration of blood from the other side to the other side. It has a too thin towel layer, as you can see, and in the core, in the middle, it has a silk bamboo fiber that is good at absorption of any liquid. It's made in Chitenji, a disposable sanitary pad. It's made of full plastic, in that when disposed, it takes a good period of time to decompose, which endangers the ecosystem and the environment.
Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Baduin, the Human Resource Manager at TNGA Company, Team Uganda. Apparently, the company has only 4 members. We are actually planning to recruit more members all over the whole of Africa, and this is being done through training young girls and women in relation to the 5th SDG, which talks about empowering young girls and women. Actually, we are planning to shift beyond borders and reach more countries, especially the vulnerable communities and refugee camps in Swaziland, South Africa, Mauritius, Kenya, Nigeria, Zambia, and actually even our country, Uganda. TNGA Company is located in Masaka City in Uganda. We would like to take this special opportunity to call upon everyone in Africa and worldwide to come and purchase our products. We would also like you to reach to our social media accounts on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Finally, we would like to thank JA at large and thank them for this opportunity that they've given us of the JA program. It has really helped us. We have learned a lot, and I would like to express gratitude. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Team Uganda. Excellent presentation. I had questions before I go to the other judges in regards to the break even. Your break even seems at like very high at 16. And I wanted to kind of ask a question around the price point for the pads. I see that your total fixed costs, you mentioned at $16.32, but your profit per product over 16 is only 98 cents. Can you elaborate more on the pricing strategy there and how you can reduce your costs even more? It seems that the pricing is a little bit high.
Well, our pricing compared to other parts, the other parts cost around, compared in Uganda, they cost around 4,000 Ugandan shillings, and for our parts, cost for 3,500 Ugandan shillings. That's approximately to 0.98, with a profit of 500 Ugandan shillings.
In addition to what you are saying, our part is relatively higher than the normal parts because a dozen of our reusable sanitary pads can be used for more than 12 months, whereby apparently we produce in such a way that it's durable enough to work for more than 12 months, and it saves 82% of the money that would have been used on the reusable sanitary pads. That's why it's kind of expensive on the normal disposable sanitary pads.
And the price of a reusable pad, our reusable pad, compared to the pad our competitors, that is used once, is pretty good because I mean it's small because our pad can be reusable. And with a price of 3,500 Ugandan shillings, and yet the other one is 4,000 Ugandan shillings, which cannot be reusable. Yeah, so that's the advantage. And the difference is only 500 Ugandan shillings.
Thank you so much. I think there is still opportunity for you to, even with the sourcing of the materials, to reduce your costs drastically, to make the product even more scalable. It's an amazing idea. However, my recommendation is not to keep it so close to your competitive product, because your product, as I said, you listed all the amazing benefits of your product. And I think strategically, if you lower your price even a little bit more, you can capture more of the market, create a greater profitability, as well as being able to quickly turn your break even more and bringing it down a little bit less. as a recommendation. But great job. This time I'll turn it over to Rashan for the next question.
Thank you. Just a question in terms of your, how are you going to market it? What's your marketing strategy out there? Because it's going to require a cultural shift, I guess, from disposables to reusables. What's your plan there?
Well, our marketing strategy, since we have been in the COVID lockdown and many countries have been affected by the COVID lockdown, we have adapted to online marketing on our usual platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and very many others, even on WhatsApp, on post statuses. And physically, the fact that now we are at school already, and we market it now physically to our to the female children in different schools around us.
In addition, as a marketing manager, I was able to put in place a program on the national television, NTV, called Pas de Gal, because apparently we are in a single school, as you can see, we are only boys. So we can only reach out to the other gender via social media, via televisions and websites. That's how we do the marketing. Thank you.
Thank you.
When you sell the product, are you selling them in a single product unit, or are you bulking them together?
We bulk them together.
We are packaging. We are packaging two parts in one, whereby for the low-income earners, they can buy a pack so that you can use one at a time, then the other, instead of buying one, because you can't use one pad a day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Firstly, I just want to commend you guys. I think it's so impressive for a group of young guys to come up with the product. So I absolutely love the Kitenga fabric, and I just wondered if maybe you considered incorporating a different fabric, because just from a female perspective, have you got any research into using the Kitenga fabric for that long? Because it's not a very soft fabric, so I was just curious about that.
I think as a production manager, we went for the Kitenji, but we went for 100% cotton, which I do believe is soft enough.
And in addition to this submission, we have added the different types of Kitenji. There is hard one, and this called with the high cotton content. So we have opted for the high cotton content for the comfortability of our customers.
Thank you. I can see you guys have done your research.
Okay, thank you, team. I'm concerned about the figures, okay, your financials. It's great that every J company makes a profit, but we know that in real world, it's not like this. What are the potential significant expenses that you will have to deal with when you will increase production and target other markets, as you mentioned that you will go beyond the borders of Uganda? Thank you.
We need more light on that.
We request for some.
Okay. As you are expanding your business for the future, what are the significant expenses that you will have to deal with for the production and marketing of your product beyond the borders of Uganda?
For the expenses that you shall deal with, we shall deal with buying and even exportations of materials from outside countries, since they are relatively at low prices, to reduce on the cost of production and even the cost of the part generally.
In addition, the costs, I do believe we shall have to increase the costs that are spent on advertising, because we shall have to reach out to more people in all of Africa, and maybe the transport costs in delivering. And
in addition to that, as the human resource manager, as our business expands, we hope to get more employers, and so for that reason, we shall incur more expenses through advertising, promotions, in order to get more workers.
And with that, with the more workers that shall be getting, then that will kind of reduce on the production, or even to ease our production process, hence reducing.
Thank you for your question. Just a little tip. I just remembered Earl Haas from Tampax, who invented the tampon. I think ladies will know about that. So research about this guy. I think he has an interesting business model, and the way he began his business will maybe give you some clues of how to go forward with it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team Uganda, and love the recommendation there, William. Team, make a note of the name that William has posted in the chat, Earl Hash or tampon. Just want to make sure you don't miss that, and the business model that William mentioned. At this time, we really appreciate you. Great job again, team, and best of luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's dig deeper in the rap program, shall we? Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gobin Bhavna, one of the CEOs of Momentum. So, do we actually know where we've all messed up somehow in this new normal agenda caused by the COVID-19? Well, we've all been following sanitary protocols, right? Like washing of the hands, sanitization, and mandatory wear of the mask. Wait, but where do you actually keep your mask after use? Is it like the reusable one directly into the washing machine and the non-reusable one directly into the dustbin? Or like casually, here and there in a corner of your room? Well, instead of risking your family's life, Momentum got some solution for you right there with this new innovation. A holder, a safer way to dispose your mask as well as promote organization. When we think about the brand Momentum, what comes to mind? Is it unity, synergy, and force? Our logo was made to symbolize our planet Earth shape as well as our sustainable actions.
Momentum as a brand is selling 2 wooden holders specifically designed for households and schools. Our household holder has 8 metal hooks, an inbuilt magnetic mask disposal box, and a sanitizer bottle stand. Our student holder provides you with 6 holes to keep you stationary and 3 compartments to hold your sanitizer bottle, attendance card, and duster. After accounting for the expenses, a profit of $2.51 per unit is reached, with a markup of 25%. Hence, with a cost-plus pricing strategy, our household holder is at $11.5 and our student holder is at $9.2. Made of pine wood, our product is multi-purpose and comes with an aesthetic design. It is convenient, promotes hygiene, and is mess alleviating.
Let us have a wider look at the different department roles of Momentum, starting with the production of our holders. We first took the help of a designer to come up with the necessary features our holder should put in, followed by the construction of cardboard maquettes. One thing we consider before choosing our potential suppliers is the quotation. Then we outsource our production process to 2 trustworthy carpenters and added features such as logo engravements. We expect to supply more of our holders of the launching date in January.
Moving on to the marketing of our final products, Momentum decided to go for a direct selling method at first, while providing accurate information via our social media platforms. However, a surge in the number of active cases throughout the island prompts us to go for online selling. Concerning the financial aspect of Momentum, it can be seen that we're on the right track with satisfactory profitability ratios as well as a good liquidity position. Estimating to reach a sale of 100 units over a 3-month operation, Momentum's financial statements have been based on realistic values. While conducting market surveys, we also identified a gap in the market, whereby 73.1% of our customer base are actively seeking new ways to cope with the disorganization and unhygienic disposal of moss. This market survey enabled us to go forth with our project, and Momentum is thus expecting an internal growth with actual sales in the coming weeks. In the meantime, our social media platforms are providing us with insights of our customers' online behavior.
Every business has its ups and downs, and we identified ours through a SWOT analysis. Our strengths and opportunities revolved around good internal communications and high customer demands, whereby our weaknesses and threats consisted mainly of high workloads and emerging competitors. Now, in a world where ethics and sustainability are highly valued, Momentum chose to complete the CSR challenge by laying emphasis on SDGs 3 and 13. Our aim for the former was to improve access to sanitary napkins to needy women and children through donations to NGOs across the island. Moreover, to tackle the problem of climate change, we held an afforestation campaign in our school itself to build climate resilience. To raise awareness for the above, a social media challenge was introduced, which indeed was successful.
As seen, Momentum has been successfully achieving both its financial and non-financial objectives. We firmly believe that there is a potentially broadened scope in terms of attaining a higher market share, achieving a better reputation, a higher profit margin, as well as sustainability to help people adapt to the new normal. And yes, seize opportunity and building momentum.
Awesome job, Team Mauritius. Super excited to learn more about your product. At this time, the judges will have some questions for you. First, Kola, and then Anea.
Yes, thank you very much, Team Momentum. And my question is actually about your choice of name, the Momentum. We talked about the logo, but I'm curious about how did you come by the Momentum name, and what do you hope that communicates to your customers, your team, other stakeholders?
Thank you very much for your question, Judges. So the name Momentum itself, along with our members, our 10 members of Momentum, we collaboratively, we came up with Momentum. We had, at first we had very different names, such as, I don't really remember the name, but it was very different. But then we chose Momentum because Momentum in itself, it means force. And we are currently facing COVID-19 or even the other variants. So Momentum, it means force. So we, all together with the citizens of the global citizens, we want to make sure that we, alongside everyone, we want to help people adapt to the new virus, help them to find new ways upon how they can save other people's lives from this virus. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Team Mauritius. Quite good presentation of your product, but also of your business model. I'm just curious to know, I'm not sure that I don't think you presented it, but how long did it take from the product design to product rollout when you have the final product? And with that, how did you manage to stay within schedule and budget with your development of the product?
Okay, so quite an interesting question. Thank you. I would like Gangu Ridi, our human resource manager, to answer this question for you. So Gangu Ridi.
Thank you for the question. So actually, our product design was around in September. It's when we started to design the product alongside the help of our designer and our design teacher at school. It took us around 2 months to build the design, to get an appropriate design for our customers to ensure their safety and that their needs are met. And post that, we move forward to the production process, and then alongside the suppliers, some necessary changes were made so as to make the holder safe enough for the customers, because obviously their experience taught us a lot and we wanted to incorporate that in our product. So it took us around 2 months to build the product, and we managed to stay into budget by actually incorporating a good budgeting system in our business. We tried to make sure to allocate money for each sections of the business, and we stick to that so that we don't go overboard. Thank you.
Yes,
Sure.
I was also interested, I mean, based on the budget allocation, did you use any tools or anything to support you on that?
Can you repeat your question, please?
Did you use any tools, which were able to support you with your planning and budgeting and things like that?
Yes, we did use Excel spreadsheets.
Thank you. This is a very innovative idea. I've got one question. Have you considered like how you protect your design? For example, getting a patent for it? Because I think about it, what's going to stop another innovative team or carpenter somewhere from duplicating your design and interfering with your growth, right? So this is something you've thought about.
Shelly, Eric, can you attempt this question?
Well, various companies' laws and policies have been implemented in our business, whereby we specifically got a contract with our suppliers to make sure that they supply us with our holders, with a sufficient amount of our holders, and the design that we specifically asked for. And with that being said, British and we can also continue on the laws and policies that were implemented so as to ensure that our competitors don't implement our design.
So yeah, can I take over? So actually we made a contract with our suppliers so that he does not leak our design. And this is how we try to make sure that the design does not get leaked and it's safe from competitors. And other than that, we are currently looking into the company's law and the laws of Mauritius to further protect our company. But this we are really restricted because our company is not a registered one yet, because we're not adults. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I know you did a SWOT analysis and you identified a lot of threats. So what would be the biggest obstacle that would stop you from getting your business up and running?
So for the PowerPoint presentation, I think Shana Venkatasomi did mention about that. So Shana, can you please elaborate on it, about our strengths and weaknesses, our main strength and weaknesses?
No, I'm talking mainly what will stop you, not your strengths and weaknesses. I want to know what will stop you from the biggest obstacles, so both the threats.
Yes, thank you for your question.
Yeah.
Lately we have realized the most recent of our threats is that we have a lot of deadlines. And since we are a student and we have our syllabus to cover and we are an emerging company, so it might be a difficulty for us to meet up with all the deadlines concerning production, financial statements and all. Moreover, there may be a period where our raw materials may become scarce. So concerning that, it may be a hindrance for our production process. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I would like to add something if I'm permitted.
Sure.
So for the production process, we actually, due to this COVID-19, so the price of food is currently rising. So we had a bit of difficulty to finalize the total cost and how much the selling price will be. So that's quite a thing to tackle, so that we can provide our customers with a competitive pricing policy to buy the holders. That was also kind of a weakness.
Okay. Great job in your presentation and best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
That was rather audacious, I must say. I am really impressed by what I have seen. Students going all out, following their ideas and coming out with really innovative items. I'm talking about what? Sanitary towels with fabric. That's very interesting. Well thought through as well. Oh, what was the other? There was the hydroelectric. That was pretty amazing to see. I love how, our students have gone all out with this. And finally, the organizer as well, identifying problems around us and giving us the right solutions to go with. Very interesting indeed. Now, whilst our judges score the first set of pitches, let's talk to the students and hear about their experience in the judging room.
I'll probably say we were confident because we knew what we were talking about, although it was a bit scary because it's judging, but we believe we did it. 101%.
In the future, we are planning after this competition, the Africa Company of the Year, we are planning to rebrand the company into a more bigger name, so that then we also make our projects like you can set up more projects, then we impact the girls within our communities, because period poverty is not just a Ugandan problem, but it's a problem that also affects other parts of the world. Yeah.
I think it was relatively okay. We were able to answer all the questions, and our members, I don't think they were quite that afraid. They were mostly confident because we are even confident about our product. So expressing the features of our product is quite, it may be challenging, but we succeeded in doing so. So it was okay. And we had the opportunity to meet up with judges from other countries. It was an experience for us, a new experience. We think 90%, about 90%. We go with that because we think we did a very great job with all our members. We put all our hard work, our perseverance, all of this. I hope we contribute to success from what all we have done as a team, Yes,
the teamwork was amazing. It's a bit hard to do.
Yeah, I believe confidence is a part of our culture in Mauritius. So no matter what we do, even if we did a big mistake, we're gonna look forward to it with a lot of confidence for the future.
Ooh, this is absolutely thrilling. Tell me, which one of these teams are you rooting for? Which one of these teams would you want to see win this? Which one of these products would you purchase? Hey, let us know. Keep commenting. We want to see which of these products is your absolute favorite. Woo. This event is sponsored by FedEx, City Foundation, Tomorrow Foundation, and Project Management Institute Educational Foundation. That's PMIEF. We shall now proceed with the presentation for Group 2. They will be pitching one after the other. Group 2 consists of Côte d'Ivoire, Zimbabwe, and Kenya.
Est submergé par les déchets plastiques. Alors voici la machine CycleBot qui permet de recycler les déchets plastiques sans toutefois rejeter sa fumée dans l'atmosphère. Mieux, elle propose ses solutions suivantes.
Chérie, voici le terrain dont je t'ai parlé.
Mais où se trouve la porte?
Où ça?
Conflit foncier entre les familles COY et les familles Ponant. Après l'érosion de la bande ordinaire, je vous propose la bande recyclée en déchets plastiques, la FIA. Plus durable et légère. Elle vous évitera pareil conflit.
Quel désastre! Il ne pleut plus. La terre s'appauvrit et mes efforts sont vains.
Tiens ma soeur, voilà Super Fertile, l'engrais écologique économique. Elle arrose et fertilise le sol.
Merci Super Fertile.
Quoi ça? Tiens mon ami. Qu'est-ce que ça fait? Ça contient du zeste, l'acide carbonique qui donne les meilleures boissons gazeuses. Mesdames, Mesdemoiselles et Messieurs, en vos rangs, grades et qualités, honorants membres du jury, sans oublier nos amis mini entrepreneurs des différents pays, la Guinée Holding Test vous salue. Je suis M. Koulibaly Koroba, le PDG de notre mini-entreprise. Je suis accompagné de M. Kofi, directeur de la production, de Miss Atiko, directrice de marketing et vente, et de M. Aoussi, directeur financier. En effet, la Junior Holding TSR Boaké est une SARL de 50 membres et actionnaires, avec un capital social de 200 000 francs, soit $350, dont le siège social est dans la salle du lycée moderne TSR Boaké, au quartier Air France 1, rue 30. Notre devise est résilience ou adaptation. Notre activité principale est recyclage de déchets plastiques en objets utilitaires, en dépolluant la terre qui étouffe. Donc, pour atteindre notre objectif, nous avons par résilience mené plusieurs activités lucratives et écologiques, que je vais laisser le soin à mes collaborateurs par département de vous les exposer.
Merci PDG. Mesdames et messieurs, pour sa pérennité et son épanouissement, l'on se reproduit et produit des biens. Dès que nous avons décidé de recycler les déchets plastiques, ici des produits de la consommation humaine et autres, notre priorité est d'éviter de créer de pollution. C'est cela que nous avons créé notre machine Cycle Board en partenariat avec le collège d'enseignement technique de Boaké, qui non seulement débarrasse la terre des emballages en plastique, qu'elle transforme en boîte de dégradation. Elle propose une solution efficace et efficiente contre l'émission des gaz à effet de serre de l'atmosphère par les usines. De plus, notre machine nous permet de produire 25 000 litres de fertilisants pour les paysans et 5 000 litres d'acide carbonique qui aident dans la fabrication des boissons gazeuses. À terme, nous allons dépolluer la terre d'environ 24 tonnes de déchets plastiques par an pour produire 4 608 bonnes. Pour le juste Paris, par résilience, nous avons mené plusieurs activités génératrices de revenus, à savoir le maraîchage sur une superficie de 2 hectares, la création d'un jardin botanique sur une superficie de 1,5 hectares, la production et la commercialisation de 1843 caches et de 195 litres de savon liquide. Tout cela s'est fait sur la base d'un capital de 200 000 francs. Mesdames et messieurs, nos actions s'inscrivent dans la résilience, dans l'innovation et l'écologie, afin de proposer aux consommateurs des produits sûrs et durables que ma chargée de marketing et vente va vous présenter maintenant.
Merci Marie-Josée. Mesdames et messieurs, savez-vous combien de temps peut passer un simple bidon en plastique dans le sol ou dans l'eau avant de se décomposer? Eh bien, plusieurs siècles. Malheureusement aujourd'hui, parce que tous nos emballages sont faits à partir de plastique que nous utilisons et rejetons dans la nature avec des conséquences néfastes. Voilà pourquoi le petit colibri, la Junior Holding TSR Boaké, a décidé de transformer cette faculté néfaste en opportunité à travers sa bonne lafia, sa solution fertilisante super fertile et l'acide carbonique. En effet, la bonne a pour vocation de rester dans le sol afin de régler les problèmes de délimitation et de matérialisation des frontières terrestres. Sachez une chose, nous n'achetons pas notre matière première, nous les ramassons gratuitement, d'où le prix relativement bas de notre bonne au coût de 1000 francs vendu aux entreprises immobilières, aux propriétaires terriens et dans tous les États. Quant à l'acide carbonique, elle sera vendue au prix de 500 francs le litre aux entreprises productrices de boissons gazeuses. L'ironie du sort sont auteurs ou co-auteurs de bidons en plastique rejetés dans la nature. En somme, en attendant l'aboutissement avec la finalisation de notre machine CycleBot, nous vendons divers produits et services aux poteaux. Je laisse donc la latitude au directeur financier de vous faire l'état.
Merci Miss Atiko Dorcas. Excellence mesdames et messieurs, quel est le but de businessman qui investit son argent? Cette question peut paraître triviale, voire niaise, au regard de l'évidence de la audience. Cependant, à la Junior Holding TSF, la richesse du gain est associée à des principes moraux, écologiques et humanistes, car la terre est gravement menacée par la boulimie du gain. Et si donc une équipe de 50 contribués a réuni la somme de 200 000 francs CFA pour nettoyer les fientes de plusieurs millions d'aigles qui disposent de plusieurs milliards de dollars. Oui, avec seulement $350, la Junior Holding a décidé de créer une machine multifonction qui à terme sera revendue à environ 1 million de francs CFA, soit $1750. En plus, elle produit annuellement 4 608 bornes vendues à 1000 francs l'unité, après avoir débarrassé la terre d'environ 24 tonnes de déchets plastiques. Cette même machine nous fait gagner 2 500 000 francs CFA en vendant 5 000 litres de zeste et 1 250 000 francs CFA en vendant 5 000 litres de super fertile. Cependant, en attendant la réalisation complète de ces gains, nous avons pour l'instant fait un bénéfice net de 178 150 francs CFA. Mesdames et messieurs, nous avons investi 80 000 francs CFA en faisant donc d'un tableau d'art à l'administration du lycée et à nos partenaires. Nous avons aussi offert un patrimoine vignoble, pédagogique et écologique à la ville de Boaké via un jardin botanique créé au sein de notre établissement. Enfin, j'aimerais conclure en disant qu'investir dans la Junior Holding, c'est investir une vie agréable et durable sur terre. Sur ce, je vous remercie.
Did an amazing job, and we're so excited about learning about your product. Okay, at this time, our judges will be asking some questions. First, we'll start with Rashawn, and then William.
Thank you. So I'm more interested in the financials. You mentioned the fact that you are investing $350. That is your capital. However, I'm not sure if it's right, but I see the cost to do all those investments. You also mentioned about a botanical garden. So are you going to buy the land? Are you renting the land? I just want to understand on the financials.
Ok, merci beaucoup, monsieur, pour cette très belle question. Ce qui est de notre capital social, nous avons investi 200 000 francs comme capital de base. Mais après, nous avons mené plusieurs activités lucratives, voilà, qui nous ont permis d'augmenter, voilà, sur notre capital. Voilà, et c'est ce qui nous a permis de réaliser la machine. OK, en ce qui est de notre jardin botanique, il faut dire le champ appartenait déjà, la terre appartenait déjà à notre administration au lycée moderne TSL. La terre appartenait au lycée moderne TSL. Donc, ce n'était pas bien nettoyé. Nous avons pris le coin, nous avons nettoyé, voilà, afin de réaliser ces plantes-là, afin de produire ces plantes, voilà, pour faciliter l'étude pour les jeunes de notre établissement.
Merci. Si vous me permettez, je vais apporter un additif. Il faut dire qu'il y a eu aussi le partenariat des maraîchers. C'est-à-dire, il y a des dames qui s'en occupent, puisque nous sommes élèves à la jardin botanique. Et puisque nous sommes des élèves et que nous sommes pratiquement la semaine, nous sommes à l'école. Donc, nos moments de cours sont répartis, mais sont réunis à ces dames-là qui s'entretiennent.
Merci.
Yes, so thank you, Team Côte d'Ivoire. I think the whole Francophonie should be proud of you guys. About your product now. I've seen that you manufactured a machine that produces fertilizers and land stones. What is your main product, firstly?
Notre projet phare est la machine. Notre projet phare est la machine. Maintenant, la machine produit des biens. Donc, il y a les produits dérivés de la machine, qui sont la borne personnalisée et identifiée, la solution fertilisante super fertile et zeste, qui est l'acide carbonique et qui est utilisable dans les boissons gazeuses. Super fertile, là, c'est pour les agriculteurs. Voilà, ça facilite l'agriculture dans les zones arides. Voilà.
Si tu me permets, je vais ajouter quelque chose. Il faut dire exactement que notre produit phare est vraiment la machine. Mais nous ne nous sommes pas arrêtés là. Nous nous sommes dit, oui, c'est bien vrai que nous avons une machine, mais en même temps, nous pouvons produire des choses innovatrices qui pourront non seulement aider nos communautés, et voire même le monde entier. D'où la présence de notre borne personnalisée et identifiée, la solution fertilisante super fertile et zeste. Voilà un peu.
Donc, notre machine produit. Donc, je peux continuer?
So now,
notre machine produit.
Yes.
Notre machine produit des biens. Et ces biens sont d'abord la borne personnalisée. Et comment cela se fait? D'abord, nous recyclons les déchets plastiques, les déchets qui envahissent notre terre actuellement, que nous recyclons. C'est-à-dire que nous prenons ces déchets-là, nous les transformons en objets. Et lors de la transformation, c'est avec la machine que se fait la transformation. Nous mettons les déchets plastiques dans la machine et cette machine-là est chargée de transformer ces déchets plastiques en divers objets, dont la borne personnalisée. Et puis aussi, lors de la transformation, il y a une fumée. Il y a une fumée qui se dégage. Et cette fumée-là est très toxique. C'est aujourd'hui aussi un problème récurrent dans notre société, dans le monde. Donc, nous avons décidé de transformer cette fumée-là. C'est-à-dire que nous l'orientons directement dans un flux d'eau. Et c'est cette solution-là qui fait la solution fertilisante, en fait. Parce que le CO2 mélangé à de l'eau, ça fait ça donne un acide qui est appelé l'acide carbonique H2CO3. Et cet acide-là est, comment dirais-je, utile
pour l'agriculture et les fertilisants.
Okay, so thank you for your answers. I'm running out of time. I will let others ask questions. But what I wanted to say to you is that you should identify what's your main product. That's why I asked you. So here your main product is the CycleBot. And this will be the foundation of your business model. Are you going to manufacture more CycleBots to sell it to other businesses? Or are you going to manufacture CycleBots for yourself to produce fertilizers to sell that? I think that you have to define what will be your main source of income and what you are going to be selling primarily to your customers. Thank you.
Merci, monsieur, pour la question. Il faut dire que notre projet phare, c'est la machine. Et nous avons dit que la machine va être vendue aux industries et aux industries et aux institutions. Et puisque la machine aussi a des produits dérivés, nous allons vendre aussi ces produits dérivés-là pour d'autres fins. Il faut dire que ces produits-là sont en quelque sorte des solutions à nos problèmes.
Thank you, merci. My question is, in taking the bottles that you find in nature or in the environment, if you're going to grow the business or grow the use of the CycleBot, how do you keep finding those bottles? Is that not a finite resource?
Nous pouvons dire qu'actuellement, il y a un véritable problème au niveau de l'environnement. Il y a un souci de déchets plastiques. Même dans l'océan, on trouve des déchets plastiques. Ici, en Côte d'Ivoire, par exemple, il y a plein de dépotoirs. Il y a des tonnes, une grande quantité de déchets plastiques. Donc, nous ne pouvons pas dire que nous allons, tant qu'il y aura consommation humaine, il y aura toujours des déchets plastiques à recycler. Donc, je ne crois pas qu'il y ait rupture de stock ou quoi que ce soit. Merci, madame.
Je peux compléter. Effectivement, c'est ce qu'il disait. Les déchets plastiques submergent de nos jours notre planète et même de manière particulière ici. Voilà pourquoi nous avons décidé de pouvoir transformer ces déchets plastiques dans quelque chose d'utilitaire. Et c'est même la raison pour laquelle notre borne personnalisée et identifiée est vendue à prix bas, de sorte à ce que tout le monde puisse s'en procurer, mais surtout parce que notre matière première est gratuite, si je peux le dire. Nous la ramassons gratuitement dans la nature.
Okay. Pour accompagner, il faut dire que chez nous ici, nous avons des entreprises qui émettent plus de 3 millions de déchets plastiques par an. Donc, en fonction de ça, nous ne pouvons pas dire qu'il y a une rupture, il y aura une rupture de matière de stock.
Merci. Madame.
Yeah, thank you, Team Côte d'Ivoire. And also, I think I appreciate all the suggestions that have been provided by my fellow judges, which I think you need to think about it as you continue with your business. So I have only one question. Again, since you have different products, okay, you have the machine, but also you have the residual products which comes out of the machines. How have you allocate your resources in terms of people, but also the funds in managing these two major businesses, the production of the machine, but also production of other products?
D'accord. Pour la gestion des fonds, d'abord, nous avons le produit phare, comme vous l'avez dit. OK. Donc, en ce qui concerne la gestion des fonds, je pense qu'il n'y aura pas de problème. Parce que pour la machine, là, c'est notre vraie source de revenus. C'est ce qui nous permet de payer les employés et autres. OK. Mais pour les produits dérivés de la machine, je pense qu'eux, ils auront autre rôle à améliorer la machine et puis à aller de l'avant. Parce que notre machine n'est pas tout à fait parfaite. Parce qu'elle est en évolution. Voilà. Nous avons même apporté la machine pour en illustrer. Voilà. Ici, voilà, il faut mettre ici. Ici, vous avez l'ancienne machine. vous avez l'ancienne machine que nous avons améliorée. C'est avec ça que nous travaillions avant. Et maintenant, après l'évolution, voici la machine en grandeur nature. OK. Voici les activités.
David, at this time, we're going to wrap up with the presentation. So let the team know that we're at time.
Les activités qui nous permettent.
Awesome. Team Côte d'Ivoire, thank you so much for your presentation.
Okay, monsieur.
And sharing your product with us. We really appreciate it. All the best in regards to your future endeavor with your company. Thank you so much today.
Mufasa, I'm leaving. Don't forget to have breakfast. I'm right behind you, Mom. I won't forget.
I'm not so late. Wait, where's my other shoe? Oh, I knew I shouldn't have let my little brother in here. Oh, there it is. Wait, I'm forgetting something. Oh, shucks, I haven't had breakfast. Munchy! I never forget you. Wait, what's a fix not making breakfast? This is really clever. I just have to take one bite and I'm all set for the day. Imnandi, guys. The exam.
Are you always in a rush such that you don't have time for breakfast? Or are your grandparents always complaining about how flat the food tastes? Do not worry, Mr. Munch Company, being driven by our vision to promote nutrition security through innovation, we present to you the Munch Bar. With the Munch Bar, we provide a healthy alternative snack that reduces the risk of getting chronic diseases at an affordable price. Our product is an organic non-bake energy bar that is made up of natural ingredients. And our unique selling point is nutrition. We make sure that every time we produce our bar, it is as nutritious as possible to the consumers.
As Mystery Munch Company, we produce a healthy, organic, no-bake energy bar that comprises mainly of oats, raisins, and honey. We opted for the freezing method because freezing the bar will keep it more nutritious, healthy, and fresh. Plus, we use zero artificial sweeteners. We acquire our ingredients directly from producers in the farmers market located close to our school. The use of local ingredients also helps boost local small-scale businesses since most of our ingredients are proudly Zimbabwean. We are offering a high-quality product that is packaged in an environmentally friendly, recyclable, biodegradable paper in order to preserve the planet. So like any other company, we had our setbacks, such as lack of cooperation from the team, but we used each other's weaknesses to strengthen each other, promoting teamwork, and we learned how to juggle both schoolwork and production work. We also had the problem of the COVID-19 lockdowns, but we kept in contact through virtual online meetings. Lastly, we had the problem of inflation, but we decided to convert our local currencies into US dollar while also opting for bulk purchases.
At Mystery Munch Company, we believe in producing for the people with advice from the people. Thus, we carried out a market research, and from a total of 140 people, both male and female, 75% opted for healthy foods, 15% opted for both healthy and junk foods, and 10% opted for junk foods only. Therefore, our main target market are the teenagers and tween ages, and our subset target market are the elderly and the health enthusiasts who need a high nutrient content. We also carried out a competitor analysis, and we discovered a gap in the healthy bar sector because most of them were either expensive or with artificial sweeteners. Therefore, we are the only local company producing a no-bake energy bar. Due to the COVID-19 restrictions that disrupted a planned color run, we have turned to digital marketing so that we could reach out to our customers. We are also currently working on our delivery services so that we can be able to access other cities and other countries. We raised our capital through the sale of shares to the 20 members of the Junior Achievement Club. We sold 20 shares at $1 each and came up with an initial capital of $20. After such progress, we then bought the wrong ingredients, which cost us a loss of $9, but we quickly worked together as a team to reissue shares at 50 cents to cover for our loss. We used our mathematics and accounting skills to come up with a financial report. Our company production's direct and indirect costs were 25 cents. We produced 905 units and our break-even point was 40 units. We sold 880 units and came up with the total revenue income of $440. Our expenses added up to a total of $210.50, including the 50% of the corporate social investment, and it gave us a net profit of $229.50 and a net profit margin of 52.16%. The value of units not sold were $6.25 due to breakages and low quality. Being governed by our values of efficiency, customer care, and integrity, we wish to accomplish our mission to produce, distribute affordable, healthy food snacks to both young and old populations. Going forward, we reached out to Standards Association Zimbabwe for certification and patenting. Also reaching out to the regional market, although this needs a very strong logistical backing. At the end of a 5-year term, we intend to be one of the top 5 best healthy food producing companies in order to meet the Sustainable Development Goals number 3 and 4. As they say, a healthy body is a healthy mind.
Great job, ladies. Team Zimbabwe, you did an amazing job. Love learning about your product. Before I go to NAL, then Catherine and Kola, I had a quick question in regards to the name of your product. You call it the Mystery Munch. So for a healthy snack that it is, calling it the Mystery Munch kind of, I don't know, may give like a overshadowing on your product. How did you come up with that? How did you come up with that name?
So we came up with the name in the sense that we want every bite to be a mystery, right? So the bar is packed with nutrients, just like how we know, because it's supposed to be like a breakfast bar for people who don't eat breakfast in the morning, right? So we want like every bite to be a mystery. We don't want it to be something that's boring. Like every flavor is just going to be different, packed with different nutrients, different flavors. So that's where the name came from.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm going to start with Catherine first, then NAL, then Kola, and then we go to William.
Thank you. I just have a question regarding competitors, because as I see it, like it's a really good product, but it seems to potentially have fairly low barriers to entry. So I was thinking how you intend to stand out also in the future.
So thank you for the question. So to stand out from the market, I think we are going to use the non-bake method, and we're also going to use the fact that we don't use any artificial sweeteners or any preservatives, any artificial preservatives to keep our bar fresh, because we are planning to have it totally organic. We don't want it to have any other elements in it that will disrupt the nutrient content.
Thank you, Team Zimbabwe. And I mean, the product looks quite nice, and I would like to try it. I mean, if I'm in Harare or something. Okay. So what I'm asking is, if you want to make marketing of your product one of the project that you need to embark on, how would you plan to execute it?
A marketing project.
Yes.
Okay, so we would mostly use digital marketing because that is what everyone else is going into these days. People don't usually go out. Most of them, they are on Instagram, WhatsApp, and YouTube, those kind of things. So we have already started on it, but we're working on it so that we build it to become great and have more impact on people.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Team Zimbabwe. Well done on your presentation. Yeah, right. I'm also asking the question around marketing. In your presentation, you mentioned that you'll be shipping across borders. I don't know if you've already started. Have you started shipping across borders?
No, not yet.
Okay, then you may have to consider FDA issues since they are food products. You have to know what the FDA requirements are in each country before you can start shipping, else you may have issues with customs clearances.
Yes, we're actually working on that so that they reach the other target fresh, because that was one of our problems that we were encountering. So we're still working on it so that we find a solution.
Awesome.
Hi, Team Zimbabwe. Well done. So I'm quite curious. How long does the product last? Do you have to store it in the fridge? Do you publish an ingredient list? So yeah, let me just stop there.
Okay, so the product initially can last for about, we want to make it last for like 2 weeks, but that's where it is currently. We don't want it to go over 2 weeks. And when we make it, it's the freeze method. So initially the whole bar will be together. So it won't really fall apart even with, I'm sure not with a lot of sunlight, but then if you avoid sunlight, it will last for a longer time since it's frozen most of the time. So when it gets frozen, it stays solid.
And do you publish an ingredient list with your products?
Yes, we did on Instagram. We published like the basic ingredients since it's not really much. So it was just the few ingredients that are inside. For those obviously allergies.
My follow-up was, did you have any wastage? Because if the product lasts for 2 weeks and you don't sell it, I was just wondering how you ran your production line to ensure that you weren't wasting the products.
Oh, okay. So currently we had been selling like here at school and at specific places. So we'd get specific numbers for like the bar since it's ordered online. So we wouldn't really make over. We'd make like that specific number. Well, obviously at first it was a challenge. Yeah, what you're saying. Yeah, we understand because we used to make over and we can't give people like, I don't know if I said rotten bar, but then yeah. So we get orders so that it's easier, so we don't have to make, over.
Thank you so much. I'm actually wishing I could buy that bar so I can have breakfast. All the best.
Thank you very much. Very nice presentation, Team Zimbabwe. So my question,
thank you.
My question is around the use of the phrase no bake, and I'm sure I'm going to display my ignorance here. So I can see why that's helpful on the production side. It makes your production process better. But how do you know, and what evidence do you have that that's a value that customers want, and that this will increase your ability to sell? Because I noticed you talk about it a lot in your conversation and discussion.
We actually did market research, and out of 140 people, both male and female, we got that 75% opted for healthy foods. So then that's why we opted to do the bar. And from the market research, people told us the things that they like. They wanted something new, something that's mysterious. Yeah. So,
and most of them didn't know anything about a non-bake bar, and they were mostly interested in seeing what it would be like. And currently they like it. So,
yeah. And also the fact that it does not alter any nutritional value of the product. So we make sure that it is as nutritious as possible as it can.
Thank you.
As we have only a few seconds left, I was about to ask about the no-bake thing, but I would just give you a simple advice instead, if you would take it, of course. Instead of, as it is a no-bake, it obviously has a high humidity content. So one thing that you could do to improve your product, in my opinion, would be to consider dehydrated ingredients. So this will maybe help the product to last longer. And secondly, I think that in your budget for the future potential, you could allocate an amount of money to go to a food testing lab, and there you can get all the details about the nutritious values and an expiry date. So from that, you can work to improve the shelf life of it. So thank you, team. I can see that you're very interested and into your product. Good luck for the rest of your journey.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team Zimbabwe. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Youth simply means the youth, and our project is aimed at giving young people a safe space where they can get the help they need to take care of their mental health. Why is this important? According to data published by the Ministry of Education in 2019, there are 10,563 secondary schools in the country. This figure is inclusive of all private and public schools. According to the same report, these schools host approximately 3.5 million students. That's 7.3% of the country's population if we reference the 2019 census report. Most importantly, these 3.5 million students are the future of our country. So while it's important to ensure they are well equipped with skills and knowledge, it's also important to ensure that mental health is well taken care of. Our main source of revenue will be subscriptions and eventually selling company shares. We are targeting an annual turnover of Kenya shilling 250,000 in our first year from the subscriptions, which are broken down into basic, premium, and ultra packages. We are planning in our second year of operation to raise an additional Kenyan shilling 100,000 through selling of shares at a cost of Kenyan shillings 100 per share in order to cover our projected marketing expense and cost of onboarding at least 10 service providers onto our platform.
The website is easy to access from any browser from both mobile phones and PCs through the URL www.projectyouth.com. To bring the website to life, we then used WordPress, which is a CMS, meaning content management system, that makes it easier to develop and publish websites. Through WordPress, we are able to create different pages and include features such as services available, habit tracker, our blog, and a booking appointments form. The platform also has a chatbot that users can use to interact with us, and it also allows us to create accounts for joining members. Since our target group of 14 to 26 years are financially unstable as they have no stable source of income, we will be working with qualified volunteer mental health care experts, whom we will get through partnering with their representative unions. The website also contains links to our social media accounts, which are accessible on the header and footer. Users will also be redirected to the website from the same social media channels, such as Facebook and Instagram, which enable us to integrate all our platforms seamlessly.
While students are our primary target, we are cognizant to the fact that after the free window, some of the services on the website will not be free and students will need financial support from their parents to access them. So, we'll run a parallel marketing campaign targeting parents with Facebook as the primary social media platform for this. Both pages, Instagram and Facebook, are still new, but we are working with a content creation team to develop content and build up the following reach. We also plan to start marketing the website to schools across the country.
We have outsourced support from individuals outside the organization. These are not full-time staff and have only come in to provide specific services as needed. As a team, we are not just passionate about the project, but we are also keen on giving back. In the year 2021, we conducted a tree planting exercise together with representatives from NCBA Bank, JA Kenya, and the Green Belt Movement. We planted 3 indigenous trees, each as individuals, which are still taken care of until they grow to maturity. Mental health is not a destination.
It's a process,
and ours has just begun.
Kenya, thank you so much for joining us for our COY. We're super excited to learn about your product and service. I wanted to give the judges time to ask their questions. First, we're going to start with Jawalesa to present her question, and then I go to Kola.
Thank you so much. And you've done such wonderful work around your project. I just wanted to find out, my question is around privacy. What measures have you taken to ensure that I, as the user, my privacy is maintained while accessing your service or the platform?
So for privacy, it's actually an issue that came up earlier on, and we were given feedback on it, and we reviewed the possible options for data privacy laws within our country. And so upon acquisition of the domain, we also got our own personal database, our server. So all information isn't being shared externally beyond our servers. So that will enable you to maintain your privacy within the site. Yes.
So thank you for your question. Kola?
Yeah, actually, my question was originally going to be on privacy as well, because I think with anything like this that's focused on people's mental health and the stigmatization and challenges that people with issues around this already have, I think you can't overemphasize the importance of that. But another thing I was curious about, maybe could you talk a little bit more about the app that you're developing and how that fits into your business model and how you expect people to use it? I'm curious about that.
Then was supposed to be integrated together with the website. So it's supposed to be an extension of the services we offer, which will come in our second phase. The application will enable users to have access to more features. These features include curated playlists, proper habit tracking that involves tracking of both positive and negative habits, and much more. And it will be available on mobile phones and to the stores, online stores. Yes.
Congrats, it was quite an impressive project. We are ourselves working on a project connecting mentors and counselors with the public. And I wanted to ask you, because you mentioned the fact of getting volunteers to be the counselors. What's your strategy to recruit those volunteers?
We have a guidance counselor in our school. So we approached her and asked her for her feedback. We also plan to use peer counselors from our school as well to be able to reach out to everyone who needs help.
Okay.
Thank you. So thank you, team. Just yesterday, I was talking with a friend of mine who's studying psychology, and she told me that mental health should be free. You have a very typical subscription strategy, very common, I would say, where in the first place it's free, then you pay a subscription. My question is, on the long term, how would you service customers, users, who desperately need your service, but who are not able to afford?
Thank you for your question.
In simple words, how you could keep it free.
Okay. So for the subscriptions, our company model works in a way that the users will subscribe to our program for the first 2 years. Then afterwards, we are planning to become a social enterprise. So after that, all the services in our website will be free. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for the question. I just wanted you to think about that, because the issue with those kind of websites is that they want to give it free, but at a certain point, the cost of running the website gets really high. So one thing that I could advise you to do is, as you are promoting mental health, one thing you could do is promotion on your website and advertising on your website. So you could approach companies who sell wellness and mental health products and services, and also, hey, I can charge you to promote your products and services on my website. So this could give you a way to keep on generating income while giving it for free. Thank you.
Hi, Team Kenya. Thank you so much. I think my question is, just looking at the presentation, it's kind of clear. It's clear that you're not completely live yet, right? If I get that correct, right? So what's the gap? What's missing? Given where you are, like where are you in the stage of development, and what needs to happen for you to go live? Just in terms of understanding the kind of support you need to bring this to life.
So for the website, we currently have a completion rate of 65%. We're holding back on the key features we mentioned in our report, such as the habit tracking and the journaling, because we want that to be the initial service that will integrate our user into getting the hang of our website. It'll enable them to use it immediately. So we've taken the most time on developing that, and we're currently working with a developer and also ourselves. So that will be fully available later on, and we'll add more features in the second phase.
Okay, have you set a launch date?
Not. We're planning on setting the launch date after completion, a few months before.
Thank you.
Yes, it's just a quick question about the functionality, because I was thinking whether the journaling and habit tracking that you're your clients would be doing, if that would be then available for the professionals to access and then approach them if they believe that you would be in need of counseling, or how does that work?
Come again, didn't catch your question.
So on your website, you have like the journaling part and the habit tracking, and then also like counseling, as far as I understand. But I was wondering whether the professionals, like the counselors behind, if they would have access to the clients' journals and habit tracking for them to be able to help the clients better. Or maybe that would drive privacy issues.
Yeah. So we were planning on limiting the access of various users depending on who they are. So we had, let's say, a student, the parent, and the counselor. So we'd only offer the features that would be useful to the counselor available to and make it available to them. So I don't think services such as journaling would necessarily be as of much use compared to features such as habit tracking to enable them to see and keep up with what's happening in the day-to-day lives of that user. So each service is limited according to the user. Yes. So another thing we considered was parents. Being a student, personally, I'm aware that I wouldn't be comfortable if I confided in a website only for them to go and hand in all my information that I thought was secure to my parent. If I wanted to have done that, I would have done so. So we plan on restricting access of features depending on who the user is. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your question. Thank you, Team Kenya. Great job. And we wish you all the best. Wonderful job. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you.
Woo, that's really impressive. You really brought your game on. I'm talking about what? A product, a machine that helps the whole world solve one of our biggest problems, plastic waste. We've been talking about it. There have been meetings about this, and you just go and make one product that can solve the whole world's problems. Absolutely amazing. And in this day and age where we're talking about mental health and it's becoming even more important by the day, awareness out of the roof because people are now embracing how important it is, and you just bring this website to solve that problem, bridging the gap between, the person that needs the help and the assistance with the one who can provide it. That's absolutely fantastic. And of course, the most important meal of the day, well, scientists say, is breakfast. And you come up with a breakfast bar. Come on, this is fantastic. And I'm so pleased, I'm so thrilled by what I'm seeing right here. This is a tough one, though. This is a tough one. Who do you think is going to take it this year? I don't know. You comment which one of these products is your favorite so far. Which one are you buying? Which one are you placing your last dollar on? Let me know. I'd like to know. Keep commenting. Let's keep interactive. Don't forget that there's also going to be a prize for the most interactive member. So you need to keep going, keep typing. It is what it is. Anywho, while the judges collate all of the results, we want to take a quick commercial break. Yes, indeed. We'd like to hear from our sponsors, after which we'll come and take the reactions of our students in the judging room. That's one heated one. So stay with us. We'll be back.
Right now, there are millions of people going about their daily lives. Some are facing hard times, and others just need a little help. It might be needing a warm meal, access to clean water, or help starting a new business. It could be reliable, climate-friendly transportation, a place to get a potentially life-saving vaccine, or even relief on the worst days of their lives. It's our goal to positively impact 50 million people by our 50th anniversary in 2023. FedEx Cares 50 by 50. Follow the journey on FedExCares.com.
Tomorrow Foundation is a Swiss charity foundation aiming at making Africa a more economically developed, politically stable, and culturally confident continent. The foundation gives access to technologies, training, and assistance that could result in maximum social and economic impact in Africa. From water projects to skills development, technical assistance, or governance advisory, the Foundation is active in the areas of education, energy, health, and agriculture. Our founder, Mrs. Maggie Yu, has a long experience in international affairs and the public sector in Europe and Africa. She has always been concerned with human development. She has a professional medical degree and a Master of Communications and Public Relations, an MBA of Global Management in the United States, and a Master of International Relations and Economy in Switzerland. We believe that learning-based development, empowerment, autonomy, and collaboration have greater effectiveness than traditional assistance through funding or turnkey solutions. We consider youth education as a priority to create future leaders and a possibility of change. We developed the concept of soft barriers building, the idea that the multiplication of small-scale development projects, easy to start and addressing most urgent needs of specific communities, is the best way to fight against marginalization and radicalization of most vulnerable populations. The Foundation acts also at a larger scale, an upper level of the populations in need, promoting and assisting the development of more efficient and fairer economic policies and international cooperation. Tomorrow Foundation. Strive today. Strive for tomorrow.
Devant les membres du jury, nous avons tout fait pour bien réagir, car ce n'est pas facile. Et surtout, c'est en ligne. Il peut y avoir des problèmes de connexion. Mais nous, notre défi, c'est toujours résilience ou adaptation. Donc, nous nous sommes adaptés à ce qui allait se passer. Et donc, nous avons tout fait pour donner le meilleur de nous-mêmes. Et donc, nous souhaitons vraiment, nous attendons vraiment le résultat final. Quel que soit le résultat, c'est l'Afrique qui gagne.
Et j'aimerais ajouter un petit truc sur ce qu'il vient de dire. Il a parfaitement raison, il y avait un peu dans les débuts la timidité, surtout que nous ne sommes pas habitués à travailler en ligne, à faire des expositions. Là, c'est la première fois sur Zoom et j'avoue que c'est une nouvelle découverte pour nous. Mais je pense que l'activité qui a eu lieu avant le démarrage de la compétition nous a permis de nous relaxer, nous a permis de pouvoir être en nous-mêmes, avoir confiance en nous-mêmes. C'est vrai que c'est quelque chose qui était déjà, mais il fallait vraiment un plan de décor pour nous aider à mieux nous exprimer. Et pour moi, je pense que tout était parfait.
Okay, personally on my part, I joined Junior Achievement because I was in Junior Achievement in Form 3 3 years ago now, right? And we lost at national level. So I wanted to redeem myself and bring back, with fresher minds. And, I didn't take the defeat well. So I wanted to, and I'm glad, we're here now and we're in Mauritius-ish almost, but yeah.
So I joined JA because I'm already into business. I'm into craft business and I sell sweets. So it's something that I love. Business is already my thing. So I joined it because it's something that I enjoy to do and I enjoy marketing. I enjoy talking. So that is definitely somewhere where I can talk nonstop and no one will say, you're talkative.
Okay, I'll be honest. This has been a recurring topic on our end, actually. Our CEO over here has been passionate about mental health for quite some time. So the interest was already there. And Jay gave us an opportunity to create a solution for something she's been so upbeat and enthusiastic about. So that was an amazing opportunity. So we just utilized JA as a platform to idealize what we've always wanted to do.
It was a bit scary, but I believe we were confident in ourselves because we were well prepared. Yeah.
Ooh, it's good to be back. Now we are ready for the third set of pitches. It's Group 3, South Africa, Nigeria, and Zambia. What are they bringing on board? Let's check it out.
day. My name is Taisha George, and I'm the General Manager from Keyscape. I go to Danville Park Girls High School.
My name is Vivin Naidu, and I am the Assistant General Manager of Keyscape. I go to Northwood Boys High School.
My name is Nikki Wengobo, and I'm the Financial Manager of Keyscape. I go to Danville Park Girls High School.
My name is Derek Janju, and I'm the Assistant Sales Manager, and I go to Northwood Boys High School.
A lack of safety can be one of the biggest worries in life. It can make you feel depressed, defeated, hopeless. Sometimes safety seems like something that is too good to be true. But here at Keyscape, we try to change this. Our bottom line is our customers' safety. In these times of worry and stress, we give our customers the safety that they deserve.
The Keyscape Key Tracker is a device that is able to attach to any one of your personal belongings. Then you connect it to an app called iSearching or iTag via Bluetooth. When one of your items go missing with a key tracker attached to it, you simply press a button on these apps, which creates a beeping noise on the key tracker and helps you find your missing items.
Our mission is to provide a product that is able to improve our customers' standard of living and relieve any stress that could occur in their day-to-day life, as it allows people to spend less time searching for their misplaced items and more time doing other, more productive activities.
Market and product research. We first brainstormed 10 potential products and conducted surveys on paper and Google Forms. Majority of the votes came back for the key tracker. Then we found reliable suppliers to deliver us what we needed with the best quality possible, and also developed social media platforms to market our product.
Our product innovates in three main ways. Firstly, it is compatible with all devices. A study done by Statista.com showed that 83.6% of Africans use Android devices, 14.35% use Apple devices, and 2.05% use other devices. Our main competitor, the Apple AirTag, only works with Apple devices. Our product is also significantly cheaper than our competition's, with other key trackers ranging from 500 to 2,000 rands, and ours only costing 200 rand. Our product is also extremely reliable, as all of them are tested before they are sold. The app that works with our product also has 4 stars in the Google Play Store.
Product specifications. The outside is a plastic casing. Inside is a circuit with a lithium battery, which is fitted and tested by us. A tassel and a keyring are added to the body, which is then packaged in an organza bag with the JA logo. Operations and production. Each member had a different duty, whether it was battery fitting, circuit testing, or packaging and labeling. Each finished product was then signed off by the sales manager.
Some challenges we faced were absenteeism. Some people could not attend meetings due to COVID-19 and lockdowns, so we made WhatsApp groups to ensure that nobody missed anything. Time was a huge constraint, as it limited how long we could spend on each phase of making our product. An unreliable supplier. Our first supplier did not only supply us with a faulty product, but also delayed one of our orders. To overcome this, we found a better supplier. Target market. Our product can be sold to both males and females aged 13 and older because everyone has belongings which they need to protect. Our product can also be sold to people with mental health conditions such as anxiety, autism, and Alzheimer's.
Financial report. Our fixed cost came up to a total of 556 Rand. Variable cost with commission per unit was 97 Rand 74 cents, and it came up to a total of 10,588 Rand 26 cents. Contribution per unit was 102 Rand 22 cents. Total sales were 18,100 Rand, where we sold 95 units in 5 weeks. Per unit, it was 200 Rand, with a bulk order of 180 Rand. Total cost was 11,144 Rand, 26 cents, with a net profit of 6,955 Rand, 74 cents, and a break-even of 5 units. Our CSI involved Miss Ntembu, a coach at Danville Park Girls High School, who helped us give a team of underprivileged young girls, the Waterloo Huskies, a chance to play netball, as we provided them with sporting kits and assisted them with printing, because we believe that physical health is an integral part of a young person's life.
The future of Keyscape would like to develop an application for our key tracker and enhance our social media platforms.
Our experience in this program has involved a diverse group of learners with a female general manager who, by working together to overcome challenges, made this business a success. Along with this, the program has shown us the importance of teamwork, highlighted our strengths and weaknesses, taught us time management skills, and given us a business-oriented mindset.
I would like to thank Citibank and Junior Achievement South Africa for this amazing opportunity. We will never forget the lessons we learned in this program. I would also like to thank our facilitator, Rosh Raja, for her continued and tireless support of our team.
Lastly, a huge thank you to the entire Keyscape team for their continuous work and effort. We would have never made it this far without you.
Wonderful job, Team South Africa. Love learning about your products. At this time, our first question will go to Rashawn and then Pam.
Hi, well done for your presentation. I just wanted to understand in terms of the commerciality of your product. You mentioned you're going at 200 rands a tag. On the market, you would get that for below 100 rands. Why would someone buy your product rather than what you can get easily available on the market?
So our product were all quality tested by us. We did find cheaper alternatives. However, we read reviews that show that they were often unreliable and often were prone to not working properly. Our products guarantee reliability. And compared to the upper echelon of the market, our product is the same quality as them, but comes with a cheaper price.
Thank you.
Yes, I was curious about the customization of the tags. Once you get them in bulk from wherever you source them, you mentioned that there were tassels that you attach to them. Are those made by students or are those sourced from somewhere else?
The tassels that we put onto our key trackers were sourced from a factory store called Everlasting.
Just to add to that, Everlasting is a local business, a South African run business. So we bought it from there because we believe in supporting South African run businesses.
Thank you. It's a very interesting product. I'm wondering if you've thought about the types of customers that you're selling to, and if you're looking at customers either beyond your local area or beyond South Africa.
So right now we were not able to sell past locally because in Natal, but as we expand our business and go further with our product, we are hoping to branch into other provinces in South Africa and maybe even other countries besides South Africa in the future. So yes, we're looking into that.
And just to add to that, lately our social media has seen a lot of attention from other provinces and other countries. So that has given us a lot of incentive to broaden our market.
It is definitely something that we are planning to focus on with the future of Keyscape.
Hi, Team South Africa. Well done. As someone who actually has quite a few AirTags, I was just curious to understand a little bit more about the product. I'm guessing it works via Bluetooth, and I'm wondering what's the Bluetooth range, before you lose range of your device. So how far away do I need to be from the device to find it?
200 meters.
Okay. Do you plan on increasing that? Because if you're gonna be comparing yourself to the AirTag, it's not a like-for-like comparison, especially at a 200 rand price point. So do you have plans to maybe look at extending the range?
Yeah. So in our future, we want to create an application for our key tracker, and in this app, we'd make improvements more than the current app that we are using, and one of those would be to increase the range that the Bluetooth can reach. So yes, we are looking into fixing.
Thank you, and all the best.
Thank you.
Yes, great job, Team South Africa. Quite an exciting project I think you have. I think you have also mentioned on your presentation the challenges that you incurred, but I really wanted to see from your perspective, going through all this project from start to end, what are the key lessons learned that you have grasped, which you are going to take it forward as you continue to develop your product?
One of the key lessons we learned in this program was not to be discouraged by making mistakes, because even though one may make mistakes, it'll make you stronger in the future. I feel like many people often get discouraged when they make mistakes and they tend to give up. However, our approach was to learn from every mistake and challenge that came to us and improve upon ourselves. That was the main lesson we learned during this program.
And in addition to that, bringing it back to the challenges, we also learned commitment, especially if you commit yourself to a company like this one.
Sure. So as part of your commentary, you talk about using this in Alzheimer's and autism, and I think there was some mention about safety. Yet, a lot of the other parts of your conversation, the commercial, were more about lost and found and keeping track of your possessions. Could you speak a little bit more about the other side and how you see this working and how it fits into that healthcare, personal safety side? Because I think that's a little different from the market about tracking your possessions.
So basically, how it fits into that market is because mental health issues are a huge thing in this world, especially since COVID-19 and people being in lockdowns and isolated. And because of this, things like anxiety and depression are quite rife. So what our key tracker does is it helps people find their lost items quicker. Now, with mental issues like this, what can happen is small things like losing your keys and not being able to find them, or losing a wallet and not being able to find it, can really set you off. And we want to make people's lives easier and aid them so they don't have situations which they feel out of control. And that's why we have implemented our key tracker. So you just press a button and find whatever you've lost in a matter of 2 minutes or even less.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team South Africa. And Kola, in regards to the question you were following up, so not so much from a safety perspective, but more peace of mind. I think that's what I wanted to call out. Team Keyscape, thank you, great job, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's hard to be happy these days. Our mornings and evenings are hotter than before, and the midday is scorching, and the environment is littered with plastic everywhere. The eyes get sore, our shoulders slumped, and our spirits are crushed. Is it too late? You see this plastic bottle, it's everywhere. What do?
I don't know what we can do. We don't make laws, we don't make policies. We don't know anyone who knows somebody who may stop this pollution.
Wait, what if we did something about it? What if we in the minority start where we are?
Yeah, we could do that. We can do that. Maybe we should do that.
At Kuaha, we pick, beautify, and sell.
So, bring your plastic bottles to us and we will make them into beautiful paper baskets.
We're improving the corner of our universe, so improve yours too. Kuaha. Pick, beautify, sell. We can do this.
Hello everyone. My name is Tasila Piri. I'm the Vice General Manager of Kuaha JA Company at Hillside Girls Secondary School. Our mission is to be an environmentally conscious and profitable company. Our motto is pick, beautify, sell. Our company was formed in March 2021, and we've had an awesome experience learning how to run a business even in challenging times of COVID-19. The impact of climate change cannot be denied anymore, and humanity stands at a crisis point. We are polluting more than we are cleaning up. There are more plastics in our rivers than ever before, and this is damaging our water supply by contaminating the source. Single-use plastics have had a very negative impact on the environment. We stand perplexed in the presence of such challenges. We have looked at the global situation and decided the only way to be hopeful is to start with where we are. They say if you want to change the world, start from your corner. At Kuaha, this is what we have decided to do. We have looked at our immediate community and seen that we can make a positive contribution by removing some of the plastics currently damaging and polluting our community. So what will we do? Our company will pick discarded plastic bottles from the community. We beautify by making decorative bins and then we sell. Every bin will be unique and beautifully made to customer satisfaction. To realize our dream, we have 51 members who believe, as we do, that sometimes it remains to a few to achieve what the majority has neglected. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Exida Sakala, and I'm holding the position of a financial manager of this company. To be financially successful company, we need to raise capital. Our estimated production costs are $17 per bin. We intend to sell our bins for $20. We intend to sell 100 units per year, giving us a profit of $300 annually. Our intended market is the corporate community within Chipata and also other cities in Zambia, especially major hubs such as Lusaka, Kitwe, Dola, and also Livingstone. We will utilize our social media platforms to sell beyond the borders of Zambia. We project that our break-even point will come within the first year of starting our business. If there are any investors present here, we will be happy to meet with you and show you that our financial projections are sound. Thank you.
My name is Macy Simwenda and I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager. To raise the money for the operations of a company, we started selling futures in school. The money raised was used to purchase the materials needed for our product. We live in a community and are born of a community. We said thank you to our community for allowing us to explore our business ideas in their area by cleaning the Chipata General Hospital. We cleaned the surrounding to make the stay of those feeling unwell a little easier. We will continue to give back to our community. We intend to also clean up the local police station and provide hand sanitizers for our school. The community and its needs will always remain at the heart of our business activities. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Gift Sakala. I am the General Manager for Kuaha Bright Future JA Company. Thank you colleagues for the excellent presentations. Our product idea, as Ms. Piri highlighted, in a plastic bin made from discarded plastic bottles. Plastic takes forever to decompose, and so we have decided to make it useful while we still have it. We have had challenges as a company operating our business this year. COVID-19 restricted our meeting times for our management, but we managed to have this meeting in spite of this and successfully develop our business idea. Another challenge was low attendance from members. This was overcome by utilizing the expertise of the members who were committed. At Kuaha, we recognize the importance of online advertising. To this end, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to better reach out to more potential clients. Our clients are global and so is our outlook. Just so you know, we are an all-girls school. Every day we reach one client, we will show that a woman-led company can reach to the very top and stay there. We intend to stay and grow bigger and better and further. Thank you to JA Zambia for allowing us to participate in this program. Thank you to our matron, Ms. Mkandawire, who inspired us to be innovating with grit, who told us we got this. Thank you to the organizers of the company, the year competition. We have gained knowledge, acquired skills, and the confidence to know that we've got this. Thank you.
Great job, and thank you so much, Team Zambia. Excellent job. At this time, we're going to start taking some questions for the judges. First one is for Nja Walesa. We'll have the first question, and then William. Thank you.
Well done, Team Zambia. I just wanted to find out, have you made any of these bins? And if you have, how many have you sold? And how many products do you expect to be able, do you have a range of products that you plan on producing from these plastic bottles that you pick from the community?
All right. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we had a challenge of making this dustbin. So we have not yet made a lot of bins, but we had one which we had made, which has not yet come to completion.
All right, so regarding your raw material, which is recycled plastic, I'm sure my fellow judge Roshan Ramoli will have ever seen people collecting plastic bottles and then selling them to factories who buy it at a quite interesting price, because I can see that it's a growing business in Mauritius, people collecting plastics and all. I want to know about you. What is your strategy to collect your raw material for free from people or at a cheaper price compared to those big factories that collect massive amounts of plastic to recycle and export them?
All right, so what we did as a team which cooperates, we decided that each member of Kuaha JA company should at least bring some bottles which can be picked just from the environment, which are polluting the environment. And so by this idea, we all cooperated together and we all picked bottles that helped us make the bin that we are yet to complete.
But going forward, does your team have the capacity to collect as much bottles as needed? Would you not need external sources to get your raw material?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is needed, but mainly we are collecting bottles from the community to reduce on pollution of the land rather than buying them, because once buying them, they'll already be collected, but we are trying to improve the community by collecting plastic bottles to reduce on pollution.
And the other thing is, mostly even at school, we encourage our fellow pupils, like immediately one is done sipping juice, you can simply bring a bottle to any of the members for JA company, and then those bottles are stored in our school storage. So that at least we use those bottles to make something, hence reducing the pollution in our country.
And the other thing is that the way we are here in Zambia, like the part Eastern Province, people don't really care about what they do about bottles and that, they just throw them carelessly. So for us to reduce that, we just decided to be picking the bottles on our own, rather than being underrated. People say that, no, why are you picking bottles? It's better for us to be creative and innovative so that we can make something profitable out of those discarded plastic bottles.
Right. So just an end remark. I just appreciate the fact that in the end of your presentation, you actually took the time to thank everybody who helped you, especially JA, because I have to say that till now, I'm still very, very grateful to Juno Achievement for what they have sowed into my life. So congrats and good luck for the.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just a bit curious about the design of your bin. Do you have like a sketch? I know you've not yet completed your first bin, but do you have a sketch of the bin, the size? Because you said you can use in offices or etc. Do you have a sketch that you can share with us?
Okay. We had the sketch, but we don't have it right here with us.
All right, but how big is it?
It's about just a medium. We've got different sizes: the small size, the medium, and the large size. Depends with what the customer needs.
Okay, and what, you stick it together? You stitch together? How?
We use bottles and wires. So we tear the top, the bottle top, and then we make sure that one of the wires is entered in both sides, which is the front and the back. And then it connects to another bottle, just like that. Then it has something underneath that's used as, a lid for it.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, you're welcome.
All right, awesome job, Team Zambia. Thank you so much for creating an amazing, you're welcome, an amazing product that is helping your environment. And one of the things that stood out for me was when you said, so there are folks that don't care about the environment, but you are intentional. And he said, even if it means that we're picking them up, we're going to do that. So continue to do an amazing job. You ladies are doing great. And I believe you said it's almost 31 members that you have. So great job making a difference in your community. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
And good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
feels good, right? But where does it end up? Killing plants and animals, taking up their habitat, and the toxic that comes from burning this plastic destroys your liver, lungs, and so, what is a better solution?
From plastic waste, Keyscape produces key holders, tire furnitures, bags, purses, and lots more.
Are protective, easy to use, affordable, water resistant, and fashionable.
So what are you waiting for? Join the voices in the world to say no to plastic pollution by getting your own Keyscape products. Contact us via Facebook,
Instagram,
LinkedIn,
or WhatsApp on
091-213-68136. Keyscape.
Think Earth, better future.
Plastic is a very common material and is valuable to us too. Little wonder we have become addicted to disposable plastics. It's shocking to note that 1 million plastic drinking bottles are purchased every 1 minute, with 5 trillion single-use plastic bags generated worldwide every year. Have you ever wondered, where does all this plastic end up? Look around your environment. In the drainages and on the streets, the ubiquity of plastic cannot be questioned. Now, out of the 8.3 billion tons of plastic in the world, Africa generates 300 million tons of plastic every year. That is nearly equivalent to the entire human population. The effect is that marine animals are choked to death because they take in plastic. Farmers are having no harvest, very poor harvest, because plastic takes up soil space. Fishermen have low catches because 1 out of 5 fish dies from taking in plastic. Many people are suffering from respiratory problems, and most of them don't know that this is as a result of the toxic they are breathing that is gotten from burning plastics. The human population is growing. Plants and animals are dying. We need a solution that is better than incineration and landfilling. And that solution is what Keyscape is offering to the world. Keyscape recycles plastic waste into products like purses, bags, furniture, key holders, and lots more.
Here in the production unit, we initiated the company product plan. We conducted research, we took time, we went out there, we sourced for raw materials to make our product, which included old tires, waste plastic bottles, waste polythene bags, and biscuit wraps. We produced Keyscape unique purses. We had a challenge where we exhausted the waste around us, and going house to house to get this waste was tedious. So we introduced a bag-a-day project in school, where we appealed to students and teachers to bring at least one waste bag each day as they are coming to school. Now, with the large population of our school, we're able to produce at least 3 purses from the waste bags we got from them. Also, we targeted functions and event centers where these plastic waste are disposed in large quantity. We got them and use them for our production. When we get these waste polythene bags, it is washed, treated to kill the germs, dried, sorted and shaded into different sizes based on the color. It is further woven to make a bag. For our 5 inches purses, it takes 3 hours and 45 waste polythene bags to produce. For our 10 inches purses, it takes 4 hours and 65 waste polythene bags to produce. We didn't just stop there. We produced recycled furniture from old tires, beautiful flower vases from plastic bottle tops, stationery cases from plastic bottles, and candy purses from biscuit wraps. Throughout our production session, there was no casualty recorded because as a team we shared responsibility amongst ourselves. We ensured the safety of our members while ensuring quantity and quality control.
As a team of marketers, we marketed our products first by identifying our potential customers. We had various lines of products ranging from chair furniture, key holders, flower vases, stationery cases, purses, and bags. During one of our exhibitions, we had feedback from the public and discovered that our handcrafted woven purse could protect phones and tablets from cracking. So we majored mainly on the woven purse, as we sold a total number of 20 purses and several other products. That was enhanced by our social media platforms, as we had 5 products sold online and 27 products sold through face-to-face meetings with our customers. We targeted a local market where we had a lot of patronage.
The finance department is responsible for the keeping of financial records. In running the business, we kept our records accurately on a daily basis. The flow of income, which implies money received, money spent, and our return earners. We had a financial request book, where all the departments will submit their financial requests. Thereafter, finance department will approve it, following some certain processes. Using a capital of 28,000 naira, we bought equipment that was needed for production, which amounted to 9,790 naira. We made sales of 16,200 naira, and we paid ourselves. Currently, as at this time of production, we have 13,960 naira, and we also have products in stock.
For corporate social responsibility, we visited an orphanage home and gave out toiletries. We donated writing materials to pupils of a public primary school. We donated COVID-19 materials to the public. We gave food items to some less privileged children, and we helped to sponsor a child's education by buying him school books and a new set of school uniforms.
Thank you so much, Team Nigeria Terrakera. We appreciate us learning a little bit more about your project. I'm super excited about the questions that our judges will ask in terms of your project. William, go ahead.
So thank you very much for your presentation, Team Nigeria. I firmly believe that in the coming years, recycled materials should be as expensive as raw materials so that we could reduce this problem of pollution. My question is a bit more personal. As a business leader, because obviously I hope that all of you will become entrepreneurs for a living, what is your number one priority apart from income and all that, so that when people hear about you, what do you want them to think of you? What's your number one priority and principle?
People are often affected by what touches them. So we are really concerned about our community. Everything we do, each decision we make, we think about how it will affect the people around us. And that's why we came up with our idea. Recycling plastic saves farmers, fishermen, helps families, helps the government. It promotes life everywhere in the world. So we are touching the hearts of people.
So thanks for the presentation. It certainly would help reduce the plastic in the world. I see in your financials that your cost of sales is fairly low compared to the revenue you're trying to make per product. One of the problems of recycling plastic would be in your model is it's very labor intensive. I don't see much of labor costs. How are you planning to pay for all that labor to produce the purse or the other products?
So please, what was your question? I didn't really get it.
I want to know, because it is to produce these products, it requires a lot of labor, a lot of people having to work. And I'm not seeing that you're paying anyone in your financials. How are you going to get people to work?
Okay.
Isn't that very costly?
Let me answer that. We got more people, we trained them on how to make our product and how to source waste. Now from these people we trained, they can now make work more easier by making the production after it themselves. Then we pay them by giving to the society. That is to say, most of the labor works are done by them. And by then we get more people to actually do the sorting of waste and washing and then transforming them to raw materials. So transforming them to usable goods. That is our product.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Rashawn, for your question. I have a question in regards to the number of products you've already sold so far year to date.
How
many products?
Okay, we've sold 12 purses already, and we're still making sales.
Okay, wonderful. And how much does it cost for each purse?
For each purse, it costs 500 naira, depending on the size. Depending on the size.
And the 500 naira is $1.02 for a purse.
Okay, I love that. Can you put it up closer? I can.
Okay, these
Very
are
nice.
These are 6 inches post, so it costs about 350 naira. VP Finance will tell you that's equivalent in dollars.
It's very fashionable. Looks like it can fit your phone. The bigger one.
Now we did a research. If you drop this on the floor, it won't crack. So we are very particular about people's needs. So it's really protected, it's affordable, it's easy to use. And this is a packaged product.
It is still packaged in an environmentally safe manner because we are using papers, that is old cardboard, it is decomposable, not like polythene bags that affects the soil.
So we use biodegradable material for our packaging so that we don't increase plastic in the environment.
Wonderful. I love that, and I love the packaging. Thank you so much for showing us the displays as well. Kola, your question.
So Team Nigeria, thank you very much for the presentation. You're welcome. Thank you. The question is on your name. Could you say more about it and how you came to that name, what it means to you, what it means to your customers, and how it's supposed to help your business going forward?
Okay. It's 2 words, kere and terra. Kere is an enviable word, meaning think. Terra is a Latin word, meaning earth. So it's think earth. So it just shows what we do. We think about the earth, we think about the people living on it, and that's where our ideas convert our drive. We think about people, and that's why we do this, to make life better for people.
Thank you very much. You might think as you go with your branding, maybe have something underneath that kind of explains that, because I think it's core to what you're trying to do and would be helpful in kind of a viral marketing type way.
Yeah. In our logo and tag, we have the recycle, the recycle button, so anyone who sees it, our company logo can easily recognize our business.
This is a key holder made from recycled bottle tops. So as soon as you see this, you can just recognize.
You can see recycling there.
Yes.
That giant video shows recycling.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. I was just thinking whether you had been considering adding more other sources of revenue, like for instance, making a course on how to produce these fashionable bags on, for instance, like on the website Skillshare or in your community, where you could like make workshops, and then by then you could you didn't have to you can decrease the amount of labor that you need to have to produce these bags.
Okay, so I would like our marketing manager to tell you about that.
Okay, actually we had a one-day workforce with ideology where they taught us how to brand a product for efficiency.
Yes, and then after that, many students in our schools and other people, because we went to different schools, different communities, they were really interested with this new idea. So we held an online workshop where we taught them how to read, but it didn't go without cost. They actually paid for teaching us, for we teaching them how to do this. And they love the idea.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, Team Nigeria. Excellent job. Thank you for sharing a lot about your product that you offer and making a difference in the local community. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Hold up, wait a minute. I know I need some key finders in my life. I think I would be getting some of those and attaching to every single one of my keys. And at any point in time, I go beep, 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 probably turn into a musician at some point. Very, very essential indeed. And to note that the plastics conversation is finally changing into proper solutions as well. Today, we've seen a whole lot, and it's really good to see, the diverse ways in which we're converting plastics. It's really nice to see. I think that is one of the resources that we have so much of here in Africa. So it's great to see how we're using all of these. I mean, conversion into all sorts of, bags and accessories. And then also what? We pick, we beautify, and we sell. It's so beautiful to see. Congratulations to every single one of our teams today. You closed out pitch day on a grind note. Good to see that you have put your hearts and your souls into this. Innovation is truly the name of the game. Anyway, the Public Choice Awards are still open for voting, so keep your votes going in. The link is right below. It's right in the chat section. Just click on it. Go and vote for your favorite country, your favorite team, your favorite competitor. Just make sure that you're voting in. Voting ends at 5 p.m. GMT. We only have a little bit of time to go, so please do well to put in your last set of votes so your favorite person can win this one. All right. Now we want to get into the reactions of our students in the judging room. Let's see what went down.
We get to be cooperated and work together in a group. There's some of us who just stay at home without friends. We don't know how to cooperate with friends, but we don't know how to hang out with friends rather. But at least at JA company, as we were working, at least we used to encourage each other and stuff like that. And when it comes in terms of our academics, like in terms of the time of studying, and we could do that after prep. Yes, immediately prep is done, we go and make the dustbin. And then we got a lot of support from our school, which really helped us, especially our matron, Ms. Mukanda. She used to encourage us to do both, which is studying and making of the bin.
Just in addition to what Pavin, my colleague, has said, yes, it was nerve-wracking, but it's so reassuring to know that you're speaking about a product that you have thought of and a product that you are so confident in. And even making it to this point is already an achievement in itself.
Yes, and you're welcome back. Thank you so much for staying up to this point. It's been great having you here. I'd like to know, let us smash the comment section. Let us explode it. Let me know which one of the teams we have seen you are fully supporting. Which one of them are you supporting? Which of the teams? Let me know. Let's smash the comment section right now. Let's see which of these teams you think will be number one at the end of the day. Which one of them are you purchasing from? Hey, let me know. Let all of us know. Would like to read and see if we're on the same page as well. Now, I'm going to throw things to the judges right now. I think we have some time to hear from our judges. So, judges, can you share with us your thoughts about today?
Yeah, quite a good session, actually. I want to speak about 3 areas: the quality of the presentations, the research part, and specifically I just want to have a few words on the project management part. But looking at the quality of the ideas and presentation, I think actually we have very good ideas, and I really enjoyed the presentation part, whereby I think the youth were actually able to defend and, answering questions and take ownership of the product. Yeah, so you could see that they have that belief on the idea, and it seems like it's something which they're going to be continue to work on it. So that was quite good. Also, I think when it comes to the business ideas, the research part, all of them seems to have done some market research, which to me, I think is quite good, because I believe most business, they failed right at the start because they didn't do a great market research. So I can see that they're actually doing a very good market research. So it's something which can also, we can continue to support them in that.
So this was my first time. It was really amazing. It's not what I expected to spend my day doing. So it was very nice thinking about just all the creative ideas that the students came up with.
Yeah, I agree actually with everything that everyone said, and I was just very impressed about how innovative a lot of the companies were, and also how a lot of them were addressing the SDGs and making sustainable products, especially to reduce plastic waste. I almost felt like that there should be points for that as well, because that's for me a very important thing. And I don't know if that could be something that could be thought about for next year, points for sustainability or for SDGs, because I think the coming years, companies that promote SDGs will hopefully be dominating. because it is like something that's necessary and like customers want anyway.
But I thought it was a very good, day. I was very impressed by the young people. I was particularly struck by, how when you ask questions and, you get more depth of what they've done. And clearly all of them have worked hard, on this, at least those of them that are presented. It seems like quite a few of them alluded to some teammates that had been less than, conscientious in their efforts.
Considering it was the first time, this was a really great experience. I got to see so much and learn so much, actually.
Boy, am I glad I am not a judge today. All the best to make the best team win. Anyway, I encourage you to vote for the Public Choice Awards right at this moment. There's a link in the chat box right on your screen. So simply click to vote and make sure that you're voting for your favorite. I'm absolutely mightily impressed by all the proceedings of today. I should say it's been another successful one. You can join us tomorrow for the Grand Awards Ceremony. It's the final day of this inspiring session. We'll meet here at 1 p.m. GMT. To our students, to our judges, to our lovely sponsors, and to every one of you for joining us, I'd like to say a huge thank you. My name is Crystal Kwame Ayi. I have been your host for today. Merci et à bientôt.
Right now, there are millions of people going about their daily lives. Some are facing hard times, and others just need a little help. It might be needing a warm meal, access to clean water, or help starting a new business. It could be reliable, climate-friendly transportation, a place to get a potentially life-saving vaccine, or even relief on the worst days of their lives. It's our goal to positively impact 50 million people by our 50th anniversary in 2023. FedEx Cares 50 by 50. Follow the journey on FedExCares.com.
In just a few years, Africa will have the largest workforce in the world. How we prepare our youth today for the 21st century workforce will determine the future of entire economies, not just in Africa, but beyond. JA Africa's relationship with Citi started as far back as 1999, and Citi has been an incredible supporter of JA's work in Africa. Citi has a program called Pathway to Progress, which is really about youth employment, youth economic opportunity, and youth skills enhancement. And that's, of course, very much aligned with everything that JA is about.
Pathways to Progress is a commitment by Citi Foundation to impact the lives of young people in cities around the world. It is Citi and the Citi Foundation's response to the persistent issue of youth unemployment globally. Pathways to Progress initiative supports programs that help young people ages 16 to 24, helps them build an entrepreneurial mindset, acquire leadership, financial and workplace skills, and begin to engage in the formal economy through a first job.
Since the beginning of our engagement with Citi, we've been reaching about 4,000 students per year through the company program in its time, and we've also created over 800 different enterprises. It's a very important relationship for us, but it's not just important because of the source of funding and the size of funding, which is of course very useful for us as a nonprofit organization. It's important because it's a match where we are aligned in what we're trying to do in the world. Citi backs up that support by providing the time of its staff to be able to enhance JA's program.
The benefits go both ways. Citi employees really do enjoy working alongside young people, testing new ideas and developing innovative solutions and products. Our volunteering with JA Africa provides an important opportunity for young people to meet and learn from Citi employees and gain valuable insight from a global bank into how to prepare themselves for productive life in their respective economies.
Youth economic empowerment in Africa is a critical and it's one of the most important callings that we have to address for the future of this continent. It's very important that we equip young people with entrepreneurship education because we have to change the narrative of education to respond to the changing reality. The truth is, not every child who's graduating from school now will go into a ready job that's available. The jobs just aren't there. And we have to give them the opportunity and the ability to create their own jobs and jobs for others.
Tomorrow Foundation is a Swiss charity foundation aiming at making Africa a more economically developed, politically stable, and culturally confident continent. The foundation gives access to technologies, training, and assistance that could result in maximum social and economic impact in Africa. From water projects to skills development, technical assistance, or governance advisory, the foundation is active in the areas of education, energy, health, and agriculture. Our founder, Mrs. Maggie Yu, has a long experience in international affairs and the public sector in Europe and Africa. She has always been concerned with human development. She has a professional medical degree and a Master of Communications and Public Relations, an MBA of Global Management in the United States, and a Master of International Relations and Economy in Switzerland. We believe that learning-based development, empowerment, autonomy, and collaboration have greater effectiveness than traditional assistance through funding or turnkey solutions. We consider youth education as a priority to create future leaders and a possibility of change. We developed the concept of soft barriers building, the idea that the multiplication of small-scale development projects, easy to start and addressing most urgent needs of specific communities, is the best way to fight against marginalization and radicalization of most vulnerable populations. The Foundation acts also at a larger scale, an upper level of the populations in need, promoting and assisting the development of more efficient and fairer economic policies and international cooperation. Tomorrow Foundation. Strive today. Strive for tomorrow.